Mystery Bay is a popular cruising destination located in Washington State, just south of Port Townsend, off of Killisset Harbor on Marrowstone Island. Surrounding Mystery Bay is the small village of Nordland, which is home to many boat lovers as well as some of the area's most productive commercial and tribal shellfish beds. As the number of moorings has increased over the last 10 years, the State Department of Health has been faced with the challenge of maintaining a healthy balance of activities in this beautiful and relatively small natural resource. They eventually had concerns over potential water quality issues, thereby threatening to close shellfish harvesting in a select area. This instigated community discussions on limiting the number of boats in Mystery Bay. Concerns were that 10 or more moorings in an area could produce enough sewage or other discharge to contaminate shellfish.
Shellfish then, that are filter feeders, they are bringing in all this water into their bodies to filter out the phytoplankton for food. Well, right along with the phytoplankton, the bacteria and other pathogens can be brought into their bodies and stored in their bodies. And then if other people eat that shellfish that's been contaminated with the pathogens, they can become sick.
Through a stakeholders process, Mystery Bay's management plan was developed to ease these concerns. This process resulted in removal of 10 derelict mooring buoys and the establishment of voluntary anchor and no anchor zones. These zones are delineated with buoys, which were designed and installed by the Jefferson County Marine Resource Committee. Five marker buoys delineate the voluntary no anchor zone, and 2 mark the boundary of Mystery Bay State Park, where transient moorage is available to avoid any adverse impacts to shellfish beds.
This is trying to keep the transient moorage out of this area and put it onto the state dock where they're allowed to park and keep the shellfish beds open.
Once the buoys were installed, signage was placed at strategic land-based locations and local beach watchers were enlisted to monitor anchoring compliance.
It has been really inspiring to watch so many agencies and private and commercial interests come together. You would normally expect nothing but infighting and special interests, and they have all worked together to find a solution to the problem.
Mystery Bay really serves as a model, I think, for the rest of the state. We had so many different interests represented, and everyone came to the table, they came together, and cooperatively we did find solutions to the problems of Mystery Bay.
Due to the hard work of Jefferson County Marine Resource Committee and many other stakeholders, Washington Department of Health agreed that with the implementation of the Mystery Bay Management Plan, that boating and shellfish harvesting can coexist in Mystery Bay.
As a public employee, it was very interesting and exciting for me to see individual folks from the other agencies and the public to take a vested interest and work together through some pretty tough issues about Mystery Bay and the anchorage and the moorings that have occurred here and the history it has to it.
If you plan on visiting Mystery Bay by boat, please help keep this area clean and healthy for all by learning the boundaries of the anchoring and no anchoring zones, and of course, always use the approved pump out station.
We're finding out in this first half season that we've had this voluntary anchorage that folks have really warmed up to it, they understand it, and so I think it'll be a real success. We look forward to continued health of Mystery Bay and the shellfish, and good boating public to work with us on that.
I've been shucking and slurping oysters since I was a kid. And as somebody who lives in this community, I couldn't be happier that these agencies have gotten together to help preserve this beautiful gem, Mystery Bay, along with its pearls, these oysters. Little Tabasco, straight out of the water. It's hard to beat them.